You guys are tuning in to Nomadic News. That's right, people. You guys are watching Nomadic News. This is going to be awesome. This is going to be fun. Hopefully, some of you guys tune in, and hopefully, you guys enjoy watching this video. Guys, I cannot stress enough. We are one subscriber away before I make a Rumble account. We are at 149, at 150 I promised. We will make a Rumble account. So if you want to see uncensored content on Rumble, make sure you guys subscribe if you're a new subscriber. That's right, people. Make sure you guys subscribe if you want more awesome content. Diamond Skeleton is here, people. He says, "What up? What up, Diamond Skeleton mans? What's up, man? We are chilling, and we are here for some nomadic news. Drinking some beer from the root right here live tonight. It's gonna be awesome." So Diamond Skeleton just came in. Nothing much, but we're gonna go over some news. But again, I don't stress enough. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys subscribe. If not, if you already subscribed, share to your friends. Maybe they'll like the video. I don't know, man. You know, tell somebody, tell your mom, tell your grandpa, tell your best friend Jeff, tell your dog. I don't know if your dog has a YouTube channel, but tell one of them, because, man, we're going to make a Rumble and we're going to have uncensored content all the time on Rumble. It's going to be a blast. You guys are going to love it. We're going to put up some re-uploads. It's going to be cool. It's going to be cool, man. You're going to like it. You're going to like it a lot. So just be sure you guys leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe for more, because this shit is for your entertainment. Here we go. I hate the phrase "hope not hate," as it was made by the neo-Nazi misanthropic division. Whew. Interesting. I'm not familiar with that phrase. I've never heard that phrase. But you know what? Hey, it is what it is. You know what I mean, man? It is what it is. Anyways, I'm not going to keep y'all waiting here too long. Let's get on with Nomadic News. The first thing I want to talk about in this news report is the Lauren Boebert situation. So, guys, if you have not heard, Lauren Boebert was caught doing a little diddling. She was diddling around. Lauren Boebert, the congresswoman from West Colorado, District 3 of Colorado, was caught doing a little diddling. Let's see what we got over here. Diddling. Lauren Boebert diddling. I'm gonna go show the picture up here real quick. I'm not the most tech savvy guy, so bear with me. So if you see, there's a picture. I did literally type in Lauren Boebert diddling, and there's a picture of something. So Lauren Boebert sitting here. Lauren Boebert sitting here. And there's this guy. And there's the guy. You know what's funny? You know what's really funny is something that I find absolutely fucking hilarious is, so we can get crystal clear pictures of shit on the moon, but yet our fucking cameras in like theaters and fucking public places, the cameras that we use every day, like of shit that's happened like 14 feet away. It looks like it's in fucking, like, filmed on a fucking potato. And it's pretty funny. But I'm assuming here, this guy looks like he's grabbing a handful of titties or something. And what is this? I mean, that might be his wing wang, honestly, if you ask me. And there's a picture of Lauren Boebert. There's the Lauren Boebert, the Republican lady. Now, I'll stop sharing. What do you think about that? Here's what I think about it. I think, well, it's silly, it's goofy. I think it's funny to joke about, but at the same time, like, is this really gonna hurt her re-election campaign? Her re-election campaign's in like a year, and like, you know how voters are. They have short-term memory loss. A lot of these fuckers. So, you know, I don't think people are really going to be remembering this a year from now. Maybe the Democrats will try to bring it up. But then again, it's nothing worse than we've seen the other Democrats doing. Like, AOC literally made porn, and that was a big deal, and now everyone completely forgot about it. So I don't think this is going to be that much of a big deal in the long run, people. Like, I don't see it hurting Lauren Boebert that much, to be honest with you. And plus, West Colorado, it's flipping red quickly. Like, it's already been red, but it's even faster. If you look at things in West Colorado, it's getting even further to the right. Let's open up this chat real quick. Still not much in the chat. Breaking news from Canada. Justin Trudeau blames Russia for backlash he got for giving a 98-year-old Nazi a standing ovation. Yeah, I heard about that too. I heard about Justin Trudeau and the that 98-year-old Nazi who fought against Soviet Russia back in World War II. And Justin Trudeau, man, we all know he's a fucking dictator, okay? He looks up to Xi Jinping. He looks up to North Korea, to Kim Jong-un, and all these dictators. He looks up to Vladimir Lenin and Joseph Stalin and Karl Marx. So, I mean, can you really put it past the guy? I just hope the guy gets fucking voted out in the next election, whenever the Canadian elections are. I'm not Canadian either. I don't know shit about Canada, to be honest. Like, I know they say sorry a lot. I know Justin Trudeau's a scumbag, and I know like Bret Hart's from Canada, and HBK, or not HBK, what's his face? Chris Jericho's from Canada. You know, and I know they like maple syrup over there. I know they eat a lot of maple syrup, and no, they're not usually very violent people. No, but that's about all I know about Canada. So don't ask me no Canadian trivia questions, because I couldn't answer them. You know, unless it has to do something about Bret Hart or Chris Jericho, I couldn't tell you anything about Canada, to be honest. Let's go ahead and let's get on to the next piece of news: the Russell Brand situation. If y'all don't know Russell Brand, you know, I'm going to pull up another picture of Russell Brand. I'm going to pull up his Wikipedia. You know this guy. If you know anything about Russell Brand, not a lot of people do know him. I subscribe to Russell Brand. I thought he's a real good YouTuber. You know this guy, Russell Brand. He's a comedian. He does a lot of funny videos, you know. Apparently, and just right here, Russell Brand facing second criminal inquiry after sexual harassment case. Yeah, from 2006 2013. You know what's crazy? This case is from 2006. This case should be thrown out already. This case is old. This is old news. This is like really old news. And you know what it is, though? And here's the truth about this case. This case didn't come from whatever woman he was having an affair with at the time. You know what this case comes from? This case comes from British Parliament, who told a British media channel that Russell Brand once worked for and released tapes of Russell Brand's old comedy skits where he made tasteless sexual jokes. And they're using that as evidence to frame Russell Brand as this sexual deviant that commits sexual harassment. And you know what I got to say about that? Fuck that. You know why they're doing this? Because Russell Brand scares them. Because Russell Brand goes against the narrative. He doesn't listen to the dirt sheets. He's not a dirt sheet guy. Now, of course, they're going to say, oh, but Russell Brand, he said all these mean jokes back in the olden days. You know who else said all these mean jokes that doesn't face sexual harassment charges? Howard Stern. He actually made worse jokes than Russell Brand did. Yet, how is Russell Brand the one getting absolutely attacked and targeted? I bet Howard Stern is more likely the creeper rapist guy than Russell Brand is. And that's the bottom line because Nomadic Cole said so. We're going to move on to our next piece of news. What was that guy's name? If you guys have heard about Jamal Bowman, congressman in the U.S. House of Representatives, Jamal Bowman. Let's look this guy up, shall we? Shall we? He's a U.S. representative. Did he go to school? Did he go to school? What school did he go? Oh, he went to college. He went to 2 colleges. He went to like 4 different colleges. You know, smart guy. Yeah. Ruck Fool says, yeah. L.A. Knight, yeah. Jamal Bowman, he went to school. He's a member of the House of Representatives. I think he's a smart guy. Well, apparently Jamal Bowman wasn't getting his way in U.S. Congress. He wanted to spend a shit ton of money, on all these crazy things that we don't need, right? And because he didn't get his way, he threw a temper tantrum because he's a big baby. So he went to the door of the front of the House of Representatives, and he pulls the fire alarm because he's a crybaby. And you know what the excuse is? This educated guy who went to Manhattanville College, who went to University of New Haven, who went to Mercy University, who went to WVU Potomac State College, went to all these schools. The excuse was, I didn't know which one was the door handle. Oh, you couldn't read, the dummy, you couldn't read the fire alarm pull when has a fire on top of it. You couldn't see the giant red and white letters that say, pull in case of emergency, fire alarm, directly in front of the door that you push and pull every fucking day of your job, right? Every time you go home, you get pushed this door open. Are we supposed to believe that this guy is that dumb? Are we supposed to believe that he's that stupid, that he's not educated enough to understand how a door works, that he thinks that the fire alarm is the door handle? Nah. I don't buy it, Skip. I don't buy it. And I think it's just hilarious that they really think that's the excuse. Like, that's the big excuse. I couldn't tell what the fire alarm or the door was. Oh my God. It gets you. It's enough to make a grown man crazy. Let's be honest here. Come on, man. Come on, Skip. We got three viewers tonight, people. Three. Big 3. They got some cops outside. The Popo's probably coming back to my apartment for some reason because a bunch of crazy motherfuckers doing crackhead shit out here for some reason. It's crazy. Anyways, let's get to the next video or the next news source. Today, Donald Trump goes into court for the very first time in this new indictment series. And you know what happens? Donald Trump clears out 80% of his fucking court cases, and 80% of them. Yes, sir. Lucky number 3. Fuck them thugs with badges. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Oh man. This is gonna be a crazy thing, man. It's gonna be a crazy thing. We got I'm surprised Jimmy Dore. No. Diamond Skeleton is saying something. Okay. I'm gonna read what Diamond Skeleton's saying. Oh, I can't read it now. I'm not very technologically savvy, people. I'm gonna read this. Put out a new thing. I'm surprised Jimmy Dore and Max Blumenthal have been character assassinated. Something. This is very strange. Very strange. I never heard of that. I never heard of that drama before, Skip, but now I know. So I'll keep that up here, and if something comes up, something that affects my life, then I'll go ahead and I'll look after it. But apparently, we're gonna get back to Donald Trump. The big elephant in the room. Donald Trump clears out 80% of his court cases because they were either irrelevant to the case, there was no evidence, or they were too old to be testified with. Now, what does that mean? It means Donald Trump, of course, as we all expected, Donald Trump is being framed, and Donald Trump is being attacked by the authoritarian left, because why else would there be enough court cases to put him in the jail for over 400 years, plus potentially get a death sentence? Like, that's just crazy, Skip. It's crazy. This is just, crazy shit, man. Crazy shit happens every day. Anyways, on to the next thing. And congratulations to Trump for beating most of your court cases. I hope he beats all of them. Next court case. Robert F. Kennedy. You know I'm a supporter of Robert F. Kennedy if you watch the channel. Robert F. Kennedy is a good guy. He has a lot of good talking points, a lot of good takes, and he really is the only candidate who wants to put this damn country back together. Unfortunately, Joe Biden has refused to give Ronald F. Kennedy Jr., or Robert F. Kennedy, my bad, not Ronald F. Kennedy, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., aka Bobby Kennedy. Diamond Skeleton says it's a rewrite. I'll get to it in a minute. One sec. I'm finishing my point. I'll get right there. I'll get right there and I'll look and I'll read it. I'll read the whole thing. I promise. I got you, bud. Bobby Kennedy. Joe Biden refuses to give Bobby Kennedy any sort of secret service. You know what happens? A CIA agent attempts to assassinate Bobby Kennedy. Bobby Kennedy's own security guards end up stopping the CIA agent from getting into the rally that Bobby Kennedy has. The CIA agent has a federal ID, he had a federal badge, and he had 2 loaded guns with him, 2 loaded Uzis. And he was attempting to assassinate Bobby Kennedy. If that does not scare you for the future of this country, I don't know what will, because it sounds to me like a hit was put out on Bobby Kennedy by someone way up there. You know who I think it might have been? It might have been Joey Biden, if you ask me, Skip. I'm just saying. It might not be real, but I'm just saying. Now, luckily, Bobby Kennedy is fine now. He did not get hurt. Bobby Kennedy will be running, and potentially as an independent, as he's gone to run. So I wish him luck. He's got my vote in the primary. And let's go, Brandon. Yeah. Anyways, let's get on to Diamond Skeleton's comment. Diamond Skeleton. Why can't I see the chat? No, I have a great singing voice. It's no. I'm surprised Jimmy Dore and Max Blumenthal haven't been assassinated yet. They tried to do it with Max Blumenthal by calling him a Nazi, even though Max Blumenthal is practicing Jew who is in Judaism. I did not know that they're trying to care. We know the authoritarian lefts. I don't know who either of these people are, but we know the one thing. And one thing's for show is that the authoritarian left likes to call everybody who's against them a Nazi. Justin Trudeau was trying to frame the Conservative Party in Canada, trying to call them all Nazis for whatever reason. But we know it's not true on all of their opponents or whatever. And we know it's just a big call out. They just cry Nazi because anything that offends them is a Nazi, and they have to frame it as a bad guy. They have to. It's called a straw man argument. Anyways, I hope that that reasons with your question, man. Let's get on to the next news story. Anyways, here's a big one. Kevin McCarthy. Kevin McCarthy has been ousted from the Speaker of the House by none other than Matt Gaetz. If you guys remember a while ago, if you watch my channel, I made a video on the Kevin McCarthy situation. I made a couple videos on that situation, actually. And you know what happened? Kevin McCarthy ended up winning his case. I said Republicans ate a W that was served to them on a silver platter that for whatever reason they decided not to go after for like 2 fucking elections or whatever. And then they went and did a third election and they ended up winning. Share your post, brother. Thank you, brother man. Thank you. What is this guy's name? I'm gonna shout you out, man. I'm gonna shout you out real quick. This guy is Weatherman Productions, aka Breaking Bad. Make sure you guys give this guy a subscribe or something, man, because he's a cool guy. I love it when you guys come in here and you guys watch the videos and you guys watch the streams and you guys enjoy the content. It means a whole lot, and I love interacting with you guys. I love hearing the comments. I love just interacting with you guys. A lot of you guys are really cool people. You guys are good guys. A lot of you guys, just trying to follow the videos and just trying to hear the right thing. We're trying to do the right thing, trying to stand up against the authority, rise up above the hate, and fuck them trolls, fuck them haters, man. So, I'm glad that we like it. I'm glad we're doing a good thing. He says, I got you. And he says, your live stream was lagging. Diamond Skeleton says, your live stream was lagging. And he yelled out, what the fuck? In a black gangster voice. Well, you selling like, what the fuck in like, Franklin from GTA 5 voice or something? Much love, man. Hey, much love back to you, brother. Much love back to you. And let's get back to the Kevin McCarthy situation. All right, let's get back to it. Kevin McCarthy, if you know, Republicans ate a W a while back. They took the House of Representatives Speaker, the Speaker of the House, and fuck the government as well. Yeah, fuck them Fed boys, man. They crazy. They just fools, man. And he was the Speaker of the House. Yep. Yeah. He was the Speaker of the House. And what happened is, he was doing a decent job, if you ask me. I know a lot of these crazy conspiracy guys are going to say, oh, he was doing a bad job. He was working and stuff with the Democrats and stuff. Like, first of all, none of this is really proved. And second of all, I would say more so compromising to try to actually get shit done, to actually make this thing work. And he was doing a decent job. He saved our jobs. If you don't remember, like a few months back, McCarthy saved all of our fucking jobs. Like, we all would have been fucking jobless, especially guys who worked in energy. We would have been fucking jobless. So I guess apparently that wasn't good enough. Matt Gaetz got mad over this new deal where McCarthy puts it off for another 45 days. Trying to come up with this sort of, it's lagging again. Oh no, buddy, we need to get you some good Wi-Fi. Get yourself a better Wi-Fi. I mean, to be fair, I have shitty Wi-Fi in my apartment. It could be on my end. I hope it's not, but it could be on my end. If not, it's on your end. But yeah, hopefully that lagging problem gets fixed. But Kevin McCarthy goes, and apparently he gets ousted. He gets voted out for the first time in U.S. history. A Speaker of the House has been voted out. Nancy Pelosi should have been voted out a long-ass time ago. And for some reason, I thought Nancy Pelosi had retired from politics after getting, retiring from Speaker of the House position, basically. Apparently, Nancy Pelosi is still talking in the House. We don't want to hear that old hag, but apparently we have to hear Nancy Pelosi speak in the House. It's on all of our ends, or they tuning in and lagging it. Uh-oh. I'm going to see. I got this connection thing, this cable. I apologize if it is lagging. It shouldn't be lagging this bad. Because normally, on the computer, the Wi-Fi works good from my apartment. Yeah, on the computer, my Wi-Fi works good from my apartment. On my phone, it doesn't work very good. So I don't know what to do, man. There's really not much I can do about the Wi-Fi. I'll try to see if I can get better Wi-Fi at some point. But we're just going to have to deal with this for now. Anyways, back to Kevin McCarthy. He gets voted out. Nancy Pelosi, that old hag, should have been voted out a long-ass time ago. Her ass should have been gone. But now she's still in the House, and we still have to listen to her talk. And now, Kevin McCarthy is voted out. He wasn't really doing that terrible of a job, despite what some people think. I knew he wasn't going to be perfect. I knew he wasn't going to be the guy that everybody wants to be. I know he wasn't a super charismatic guy, but I knew he's a guy who can game manage. He's like a quarterback. He's like Dak Prescott. He's a game manager. He will win you some games every now and then. He will hand off the ball when he needs to. He's not a guy who's going to win you the Super Bowl. But he's a guy who might take you to the wild card. And that's good enough sometimes, especially when you're just waiting to get that new draft pick. I'm putting it in football terms, But I knew Kevin McCarthy wasn't going to be perfect. I knew he wasn't going to be the greatest thing since sliced bread. But I knew he would be a game manager. But now we've fired the game manager. Now we have to rely on whoever the fuck they want to put in. Matt Gaetz was asked the question, if not McCarthy, then who? And instead of answering the question, he dodges the questions, which is crazy. I think McCarthy wants to run himself and get some sort of pay raise because he worked with the Democrats to vote out McCarthy. I think Matt Gaetz wants to run for himself and get some sort of pay raise. But at the same time, how is he going to win the election when the entire Republican side of the Senate chamber now is against him, other than like 5 or 6 other Republicans, is against him. And I can tell you this much. The Democrats, they're not going to go, and they're not going to vote for McCarthy, okay? They're going to vote for Hakeem Jeffries because they're going to put him up again. And I don't want Hakeem Jeffries to have that House of Representatives Speaker of the House position. Unfortunately, it seems like that's what it's going to have to be, because the Republicans have no clue who the fuck else they're going to put out. A lot of people have been saying Jim Jordan. Jim Jordan doesn't seem like he wants that job, and they don't have anyone else other than McCarthy and then some other random name that was thrown out that I don't know who the fuck they was, so don't quiz me on that. But it seems like Republicans have just shot themselves in the foot and have lost an important piece of building back. Yo, what's up, man? It's Simo. What's up, guy? I'm glad that you're here. Glad you could tune in. Yeah, man, we're just talking about all sorts of news that's just been going on in the world, and it's just a crazy, crazy universe. It's crazy. Everything right now in the world is going batshit insane. It's all a show. It says it's all a show, man. You know what though? I'm gonna say this. It's a damn good show at this point. It's a fun show. It's it's entertaining. I'd say that much. It's dramatic, but it's entertaining. And I'm just sitting back and watching and eating popcorn and drinking Mountain Dew and bread and circuses. Yeah. Well, we've been talking about, if you haven't tuned in, we've been talking about the McCarthy situation, what happened with McCarthy getting ousted from the House of Representatives, and now Republicans have no idea who they're going to put up, so they just shot themselves in the foot at this point. I don't know if they have someone in mind. I can't read every House of Representatives person's mind, but right now, what I see is they shot themselves in the foot, and I repeat, this is not a very good idea. We were talking earlier about some other crazy shenanigans going on, talking about the Trump allegations, talking about the RFK Jr. almost getting killed. They tried to assassinate the guy. We talked about, what else we talked about? We talked about the Jamal Bowman situation. We talked about a lot of cool stuff over here. So if you want to, you can go back and watch it after the live stream or whatever. Or however you feel like it. Doesn't really matter. But we'll see, man. It's been a crazy world. The real question is, what is this mess distracting us from? An interesting question, man. I don't know, man. There's a lot of stuff. I'm trying to focus on the important stuff. There's a reason why I really stopped watching football now at this point, because I realized there's more important stuff to be watching than watching the Cowboys go to the playoffs and lose a scripted playoffs game, due to referee flags. So I figure it's a better idea to not be angry over football. I have a lot of loyalty to you, and Big Angry Phil. We're reading Diamond Skeleton's stuff. Big Angry Phil, then Kef Ali Ban, because he allowed Rariente to dox his friends, and I used to be loyal to Cathaliban. Yes, I love he said it's good. It is, man. The Cowboys, they go to the playoffs and they lose in the wild card every fucking year. The Mahomes always wins. He never loses, like ever. Rarely ever does he lose. If he loses, it's generic, like random wild card games, or he loses because of some flags late in the playoffs. He's always guaranteed to go straight to the NFC or to the AFC Championship. Like it's It's fake. It's like WWE. And you can tell they call it sports entertainment for a reason. Just like WWE is sports entertainment. You know what I mean, man? WWE is sports entertainment. Why can't football be? Why do you think? I'm gonna rant about this. This is my little conspiracy. Why do you think that there are so many flags in a game? And it seems like almost always it is the team that draws the most money that doesn't get flags. Let's just say, for example, very rarely is there an upset. Yeah, like WWE. Yeah. Very rarely is there an upset. And that's usually during the regular season, like we saw with the Chiefs and the Lions. And that's because the Lions have been getting real hyped up lately. They wanted to give them some hype up win or whatever. Very rarely do we see in sports entertainment that the guy that doesn't draw money wins. We saw what happened. There's always something that happened. We saw what happened with the Jacksonville Jaguars. People will say, oh, the Jacksonville Jaguars, they won, a playoff game last season. There was a shit ton of flags that got thrown. They came back by the same margin that Tom Brady came back against the Atlanta Falcons in the Super Bowl. The exact same margin because of flags. Flags on Joey Bosa that shouldn't have been flags. He got a clean sack and flexed his arms. Again, this is the league where you have fucking mumble rap and Fortnite dances in the end zone for 5 minutes. Joey Bosa flexes his arms and he gets an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. Explain that. There is no explaining that whatsoever. They flag whoever the fuck they want, whenever they want. And they always say, oh, but we don't flag holding calls every play because you have to cherry pick it because there's one on every single play. Otherwise, every play would be a flag. So it just means they can throw a holding call whenever. Nonetheless, Taylor Swift at the Jets game was ridiculous. They made a big deal out of nothing. Exactly. Taylor Swift. When has Taylor Swift ever been relevant? Until just now. Taylor Swift is a stupid pop singer. I thought pop music was dead by this point because, everybody listens to mumble rap now, right? I thought everybody listened to mumble rap, right? Can flex his arms, but Snoop can crip walk and glorify gangbanging. Yeah. But hey, man, I'm not, I listen to Uncle Snoop's music though. It is decent, but I feel you. But Uncle Snoop's not a football player, so of course it's going to happen. Taylor Swift is strange. Look, that's what I said if you watch the Chiefs, the video I made with Travis Kelce sold out like a couple weeks back. If you watch that video, I say Taylor Swift isn't even that hot. She's built like what's it called? She's built like a fucking stick man. Like a stick guy, and she got like that head that looks like the turtle from that movie Over the Hedge. Like she looks ugly as fuck. It's all adrenochrome, brother. She's a vampire. Oh man, man. I do love a good conspiracy, every now and then. But some conspiracies they be reaching, but you never know, man. You never know. I'd say keep yourself vigilant. Sometimes the conspiracies, they come true. Swifties are more autistic than I am, and I have autism. Swifties are just dumb. Like, where the fuck did these people come from? Remember, what Swifties reminds me of? Like, suddenly it's all popular to be a Swiftie now. It reminds me of back when I was in high school, and it was popular, really like K-pop. Everyone was into BTS for whatever reason. Like, that's what the Swiftie shit reminds me of. Everyone was a BTS stan back in high school. She looks like a malnourished, fat 14-year-old with a wax doll face. Jesus Christ, man. You guys are killing her. You're killing her, Maggle. How you going to do that? Yeah, she don't look up Cabbage Patch Kids. It's about USA Trading Kids. Damn, this is crazy. But you know what? There's a lot of crazy shit. Going on, man. I don't know, man. There's some stuff, man. There's some stuff. I do think some of these conspiracy theories, man, I think some of them really do be reaching, some of them. But at the same time, there's some that I actually believe, like the NFL being scripted. It makes sense because it adds up. Sports entertainment is the new label for the NFL. Another theory that I have about the NFL that was really interesting was that the NFL is working to go to a PG rating the way WWE did. NFL is already introduced flag football to the Pro Bowl. I think it's just a test, an experience. I mean, they're already on Nickelodeon too. I think this is a test to experiment when they're in a handful of years, they're going to turn the ratings PG. The entire NFL will become a PG show for children and little kids, basically. I mean, it's already there. I mean, the Fortnite dances, the TikTok dances, the fucking Nickelodeon deal, fucking flag football in the Pro Bowl. It makes sense for it to be for little kids at this point. And that's why, that's another reason why I'm so done. I'm so tired of the NFL at this point. Yes, I will still put out top 5 sucks. I still have top 5 sucks. I have 2 more top 5 sucks to come out. If you guys are listening, you got 2 more top 5 sucks to come out. They're going to be on Jameis Winston, and they're going to be on Justin Fields. So stay tuned for those to come out soon. But I'm not watching football on a regular basis anymore. Sometimes I might listen to a game on the radio or something, or I'll go and Google how the Cowboys game is doing on a game day or something, once or twice. But I don't watch a full game anymore. I don't get emotionally invested in this crap anymore because there's no reason. Nickelodeon translated into Roman means I don't care for God. Also, the dances are satanic rituals. Don't whip and nay, ladies and gentlemen. Interesting. I don't know. I think the Fortnite dances are just they're just dumb people being dumb and trying to make the product PG for little children. I'm not sure about the satanic ritual shit, but hey, if that's your theory, so be it, man. Maybe it's real. I don't know. They suck. Also, the real question is who swallows. Patrick Mahomes, he swallows. He sucks. He sucks off Roger Goodell. We know that for a fact. Yeah, man. It's been a wild few weeks, man. It's just been crazy. Yeah, I was gonna say, man, the big news of today. You know what the biggest news of today was? Taylor Swift woke up, took a shit, and got out of bed. That's the biggest news of the day. True spitters. If you guys have any questions, any other stories you guys want me to cover, any takes you guys want me to take, any hot takes, you guys are free to do so now. You guys have the floor in the comment section. This is the best comment section I've had so far, by the way. 5 subscribers. Big 5. Let's go. 5 followers right now. But yeah, if you guys are watching, you guys have the floor to ask any questions, or you guys have the floor to go and tell me what sort of news stories that you guys are interested in. You're watching the chat for now. You never know. And damn right, you never know. This is why I said, man, this world's so crazy. You just never know. I mean, Alex Jones has been right quite a handful of times, man. You never know. Maybe the aliens are real. You know what I mean? What you got, Simo? What you got? It's time for you to ask some questions or see if you got any news stories. Stop watching the news mostly. Main production. Yep. Aliens are fake. You think aliens are fake? You think the aliens in Mexico are fake? You think they're a distraction or something? Maybe. I don't know, man. I think the aliens are pretty real. The Earth is flat. I definitely don't believe in flat Earth, man. But that's a debate we should have another day. If you want to do a debate on flat Earth, we could do that later this week. If you want to do that, or next couple weeks or something, we could do that. We can do that this week if you want. Do a flat Earth debate. I got some interesting things, man, and disprove it. Demonic energy. Except those aliens. See, I don't know, man. I'm not a Christian, man. I don't really believe in demons. Let's do it. Yeah, we can debate. I can bring you on live stream. We'll do a debate on flat Earth. I don't really believe in flat Earth at all, man. I'm just seeing too much evidence against it. Yeah, punny. You believe the Earth is a dome, like Benson's, like Chrome Dome, like from Regular Show, like a dome, like the Regular Show dome. You watch Regular Show? They have the domes that come up and they shoot and they float off into space. You seen them? You see the domes? Yeah, we got Regular Show, and it's like, if you think, like, I don't know, it's a little sus, man. Any actual news? Anything else interesting? Biggest news: satellite images found 123,000 freshly dug graves behind Ukrainian front line. Somehow Russian propagandists for this. Somehow, I got news from Douglas McGregor. I don't believe it, man. I don't. I wouldn't say I don't put it past them. I wouldn't say that. I would totally not say that it's it's not real, man. I wouldn't say it's not real. I 100% agree with you, man. Like I would believe it. I would like to see a link, though. I'll read the story if you want. But yeah, that's all I got for today, man. Simo, if you want, I know you haven't been on Discord in a minute, but we have to have a flat Earth debate at some point. We can do it on the weekend or something. You know what I mean? Whenever you want, man. We'll talk about flat Earth. You don't watch cartoons anymore. No, I don't watch cartoons no more. LOL. More in a way I kind of visualize like a marble cut in half, where God's Super Bowl. We're on God's Super Bowl, right? I don't know God won a Super Bowl, but hey, you never know. I don't know, man. It's a little funny, man. All right. I'm about to end the stream, but yeah, we'll get to that debate sometime this week, probably on the weekend. We'll figure it out. We'll see you guys next time. Goodbye now.